And Voice Live. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that.
Voice Live!
Yep, we're Voice Live.
Of course,
I'm
my
also
voice
here.
cracks as soon as we get Voice
Voice Live.
Such BS.
Sorry it's taking so long. I've been over here going, wait, I thought they weren't supposed to get ads. I have it turned off. But yeah, apparently I don't know how this works. And I don't know why I sound surprised. Because I'm not. But yeah, I'm still going to leave it off just in case you guys get, those of you who are not subscribers, in case you get less ads for me leaving the thing off. And yeah, we're going to keep it this way until after the 6th, when we do our appreciation stream, which by now, you should all know what that is. It will be our
If you haven't, go watch the thing. It's great.
It's going to be the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I know two chatters are immensely excited for that.
Yeah. It'll, yeah, it's goat. So, yeah.
It is very hot.
We're just
Ellie,
voice live
you are
right now,
correct.
camera live.
We're just Voice Live right now, yeah.
So I was doing the social media post, so I didn't actually go pee like I said I would. So I will be right back, and then we'll go camera live.
Okay, Dave. Mute yourself.
I'm going to mute myself, sir. Thank you for reminding me.
And Ellie
Literally-
says, "Viva la Klondike."
Literally, I think he was batting like 0% muting himself for the last maybe 10 times he walked away from his computer.
Yes, JB, goat.
There you go. It'll be we will attempt a one shot, and I say that because we do have somewhat shorter sessions. It's really easy for a one shot to become a 2 or a 3 shot, so we gonna try. It's also homebrew, written by me, so it's not like it's super well constructed. It's constructed by a dude who also runs 2 other sessions every week as home games and plays in 2 games, maybe 3 depending on the time of the month, and also works a full-time job and takes care of a dog and does stuff around the house. So, so yeah, it'll have that level of commitment to it, even though I'm working really hard on it. All
How
that being
has
said,
Doug been? Oh,
how has who?
Doug been? The Doug?
The dog?
Yeah.
He is curled up in his bed over here, which still has a hint of skunk.
Just the LaCroixest of skunk, you know. Stronger than LaCroix?
Quite a bit stronger than LaCroix.
Well, one can hope.
We should probably remove Klondike from the banned words.
Oh yeah,
But if it's still in there.
especially
But
when we're
if it's-
actually going to be doing a game.
If we're not actually able to get it done in one go on the 6th, then we will continue it. That was manual ban. Okay, then we'll continue it on the following Thursday. So we'll pause our home game on Thursdays to try to get that did.
Yeah, good. Yeah, Panda should feel all the shame for banning JB so many times.
Yes, the abuse of power has not gone unnoticed, which is why he has been shaved and salted. I hope that makes you feel better, JB. We settled on cruel and unusual punishment.
Definitely on the unusual side of that part of a Venn diagram.
They covered me in sorghum. It made me roll around and...
You say sorghum?
Yeah, sorghum.
That's
Covered in
what I thought you
sorghum
said.
and made
I'm
me
just
roll
making
around
sure.
in highway gravel.
I don't have highway gravel, but I do have asphalt chunks, so we would have used that.
But yeah, so that's what's going to happen on Thursday. I hope you all attend. It's shaping up to be a lot of fun, and yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. It's going to be good stuff.
But for now, we are not on Thursday.
For now, we are indeed not on Thursday. We're on
Tuesday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to apologize in advance to everyone if I am not totally with it today. I got off work an hour late because I was on a very, very long call with a very difficult
It's difficile.
customer. I'm fine. I am just tired. So, we gonna see how it goes.
I also
In the
didn't
meantime.
interact with a human being from like 8:30 until 6:30 when Patrick got off work. Or I guess it's like 7. I didn't interact with a human pretty much, so I might also be weird today.
Hey, I sent you a gift in Pokemon Go.
That's true, but I mean, I literally didn't speak till I got to on cue on my way home from work, and I had that thing where
Face
you
live
haven't
incoming,
talked
brother.
all day.
Face
and you're
live.
like,
Okay. Face live.
and you're like, oh, my voice doesn't work because I forgot it's a thing because I didn't speak to a person or out loud. So I'm like,
Face live.
First of all, I know damn well you're out there
30s,
talking to
whatever.
yourself out loud.
no, dude, I was listening to an audiobook, so I wasn't really talking. I was just,
Yeah, he only
talk
talks
to the
to
audience.
himself super
Listen.
loud when he's in the shower.
I do that.
You do?
Do.
Uh,
That's where I test out my accents and stuff, man.
uh,
I do my bits in the show.
Yeah, direct customer facing is rough, but so is
Yeah.
phone. Like, I don't even know what exactly Patrick went through tonight, but I believe it was awful.
It drops. Well, without out myself too much, I work in tech support, and dealing with the elderly can be very difficult, especially when they sound like this because they're trying to talk to you through earbuds. Hard to understand? I know. Cool.
You should have seen the way Harley was looking at him while he was telling me the story, because the dog was just like, I don't know what's happening.
How do I center? This isn't, no. I have to adjust my fucking spacing here, hold on. While I do the logistical bullshit that I usually end up doing,
Logistics.
I think, Panda, you were getting bullied into
Oh,
doing the recap this time.
yeah.
Hey, Patrick,
What?
Panda is Eli, and
How did that happen? I already fixed this! Oh, because Dave
Oh.
went away for a second. Hold on.
Yep,
I'll fix
it's all my fault.
No, I want to be Eli
it's,
today.
it's wrong. It's wrong. It's
Ooh,
so
I.
wrong. Nope.
Sacre bleu, I have a shadow.
That's the wrong
There we
guy.
Oh.
Nope. There we go. Yeah.
Oi, mate,
Thursdays
you better
is
watch
when
out
I'm
for my
French.
bloody shadow over there. No?
You sound way too cockney. Also, I don't
Hell.
curse, and bloody
Hold
is
on.
technically a
Yeah.
curse word. In
I'm
those
sitting in the
countries.
middle. I need to be there.
well, Patrick is adjusting himself. Do you have a microphone buddy today?
That
Amazing.
sounds suspiciously dirty, by the way.
That's why I said
For-
crazy.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, if you have to adjust yourself,
I
do it on
don't
screen.
have a microphone buddy, but I will get one because I have one within arm's reach of me. I was about to grab my Wraith Lord because I thought it would have been funny, but he's too tall to be microphone buddy.
All
Because
right.
Wraith Lords are big.
Go ahead
All right,
with that
Panda.
recap there, Panda.
Yes.
Anyhoozle, so last time on the storming of Intuing into the
Hate it.
storm. Yeah, there, I did it for you. We saw a room that was technically the session before last, but we ended on it, so it's important. The House Modrek, yes, Modrek, crew all slaughtered, Amula covered in blood. We get rushed back to Eli's room, and we kind of talk about what happened. Lamia tells us about the dream she had and the warning. Eventually, the guards come and separate us all. Tell them, "Wait here. You're going to get interrogated." You hear Miles giving his statement. I say we. Excuse me. Give a statement about their suspicion about Nomula. Lamia hears Casimira and Lamal having a heated conversation. We wait close to an hour. The detective comes in, questions me. Detective goes to question. I tell him stuff, probably too much, to be honest. Goes to question Lamia. Lamia withholds stuff. She's usually too honest. Pretty good. Pretty much they ask us if we're here just because, like, Eli kind of like made us be here. Now it's just a job. We kind of explained. Eventually, he goes to talk to Eli. Questions him a bit. Don't remember about what. Sam goes to check on Vabrong in the stables and the animals. And they kind of assume that Vabrong can't be a suspect because he's too big and not stealthy enough to have committed this act. Lemmy goes to check the outside-inside sitting room. That's what the notes say.
It's the sitting room that feels like you're outside. Remember
yes.
that she felt like at peace in? Yeah. This is the problem when you borrow somebody else's notes, especially somebody like me who writes in ways that don't make sense. If somebody had asked for my notes in college, they would have just got doodles. I would have been like, trust me, it's the Industrial Revolution.
What do the ancient hieroglyphics say? I find Valga and Nonchalanto on my way there. On my being Eli. Valga thinks something else is going on besides just murder. One was beheaded, one was bisected, the other one's throat was ripped out. Alright, I'm scrolling through. Oh yeah, it's not raining. Weird. In the city where everywhere. Sorry, I was got gifted a sub in the stream, so I'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, it's a clear, bright, sunshiny day in the country where it's always overcast and rainy. It's nuts. But yes, Clint comes in and tells us that he knows in his sweet old man leader guy way that we didn't do you didn't do that murdering, no, that type of situation. The investigators
no sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't. But he says that Nomula is clearly a suspect, but like why and how would she do that? He said that Nomula went to bed and woke up in that room. Like, oh, was Sam's reaction to that. Clint was attacked at one point by a book that changed into a bear.
Yeah,
I don't think that happened last section. I just think that's something that has happened.
No, that's something he told the story of, and I put that in there because I want to ask questions about that later.
Okay. Yes.
I desperately need to know answers.
Had his
about
face
this
of
thing.
like, that didn't happen, right? Like, it was.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure I would have remembered that.
I don't think I missed that one.
Kledig was the only person to appear to have moved before being killed, and her head was removed. Clint will not be at the manor for some time because he's staying at another property in town with Nomula to kind of distance her from the area and work on probably a defense thing. Is that what I thought? No footprints were found in the room. She tells Clint about her dream. I am assuming that is Lamia tells Clint about her dream. Yes, because I believe that happened. They talk about the Fang is a dangerous order of assassins that should be far from here. They're a cursed order that the Patriot founder passed a scourge onto, and the land rejects them. They do crazy shit like this, like murder in brutal ways, is what I remember. We come up with a plan. Yep. No one at the manor thinks Nomura did this, obviously. Casimira and Lamal had a big fight. Miles is not doing well right now. My Discord's blowing up. Sam, I forge around and I find a special mushroom. Yeah, got mush mouth, can't talk. Eli finds a book of tales and talks a lot about stuff, strange powers, actually monsters depicted with blood red weapons and blood red teeth. Paws, names are inconsistent, but the fang part. So the fang part seemed to stick. So much of his mythos. Needless brutality, turning invisible. So don't assume they left. They could still be here. Rahala found out the Podero,
yeah.
Was that a word?
Fodero Mariba. They dig with their hands.
Oh, okay. Adventurers Guild from Delancha.
Ah, yes. Has labeled them the Fang Assassins. The Fodero believes that the Fang Assassins are confirmed real, but they are possibly in control of an artifact that is a nexus of portals that can reach anywhere on Hayethe, the world that we exist in. But to their knowledge, it was destroyed, and it could still exist in a lesser form. Their ability just to teleport anywhere is true. We learned about the land hating them, and they were in theory founded by a powerful Fae known as the Eldest. They have it on pretty good authority that there is a whole ritual process done to become one not done willingly. Once you have undergone the process, you cannot be in one place long, or crazy storms and natural disasters will appear all in an effort to consume that person. It's literally the world trying to take them out. Mm-hmm. They believe there are members of the Fang Assassins who have broken their oaths to get around the curse. You have to be a pretty badass to survive the severing, which is like a ritual in a caliphate. And once severed, they cannot cast all the spells they had when they were part of the Fang. But yes. Is there anything else I missed? I forgot. A Frogurt, even?
The Frogurt is also cursed.
Shoot, what's his name? Let me get that up. Miles is
He's not doing well, but I don't remember exactly what.
We don't know where he is either.
Somebody just saw him walk off with some booze.
Yep.
Yeah.
And other than that, I think that was a very good. I guess part of the reason that this could have happened is just to keep us out of the tournament, or more specifically, Clint. Team, I guess.
Sponsoring,
yeah. That's a possible motive for why this happened. And did we say what the name of the detective was?
Garand, I believe. Did I skip over that? Garand? Is it Garand or Garand?
Garand. Yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't tell us his name. Quentin had to tell us what his name was.
Yeah.
Next time I'll see that guy, I'm going to say, "What's your badge number and your name?" Sorry, I'm thinking of Cursed Frogurt.
Well, the Cursed Frogurt bit is from The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episode 4, when Homer goes to get Bart a toy because he forgot his birthday. He goes to a cursed shop and buys a cursed Krusty doll that attempts to murder and in the bathtub, and it has this entire bit where he gets a free Frogurt because he buys it, and it's just like, oh, the doll's cursed. Like, that's bad. He's like, but it comes with the free Frogurt. That's good. The Frogurt is also cursed. That's bad, but it comes with free topping. Ooh, that's good. The topping contains potassium benzoate. And he just looks at him and he's like, that's bad. And he goes, can I leave now? He's like, yes.
All right, before Dave quotes the rest of that episode.
Right? Ellie said, cursed Frogurt. That's not going to go down smooth.
So yeah, there you go. Good. That's the...
I think the only way you can curse Frogurt is how it's dispensed. And I'll leave that up to the imaginations of the viewers.
Anyway,
I don't like it.
Yes.
I don't like it.
It is nighttime now.
Yes. Nighttime. It is indeed nighttime.
In the morning, the sun will rise.
In a few minutes, the sun will rise.
Oh, sorry if that was loud, guys.
Oh, no.
No, you just peek if it is.
Nerd.
Oh, God.
Shout out.
Can that be a dono?
Karibo.
No.
So, fucking goddamn it. You can't do this to me tonight, guys. I'm not all here. Also, I know, remember how, like, after the session, I was like, what are you guys thinking about doing next session so I can be ready for it? Guess whose OneNote didn't save the notes they took? So, we're winging it as normal. So.
Well, like, for the nighttime, it was, Eli wanted to be in there to study the magical things. Samuel wanted to, like, basically peruse the room for, like, I guess, evidence, essentially.
Yeah, I remember you guys wanted to get into the room.
Yeah, I really want to get in the room.
We did the studying already.
Detective Sam is on the case.
Yeah. Panda or Sam wanted to try to find footprints, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
See what size they were.
What else? What did you want to do, Lami? I can't remember.
She just wanted to aid Sam.
Okay. Wait, Sam. Oh God, you said you wanted to do something with the daytime hours, I believe, and I don't remember what. I just remember you telling me there was something. No, you already foraged. You got the weird mushroom.
Yeah, that's what he did.
No. This was after the session. I was like, does anyone want to do anything that night? We went over that stuff, but I was like, well, there's still a lot of daylight left. Does anyone do anything with the daylight hours? And I remember, Panda, you said something, and I just don't remember what it was.
I don't either.
Was it talking to somebody?
It might have been... Hold on, let me think. Am I getting it mixed up with something else? Sorry, everyone. Give me like a half second. I'm going to use... If I can confirm this, I can sort my brain, and I think I'll be good. Good lord, it did not save a lot of shit. Holy crap. Okay. Different campaign. So yeah, never mind. So it's nighttime. We're good. We're good here. It is nighttime. And I'm not going to make that joke again because we already did it. It's only a few hours later, really, at this point, because, yeah, you guys did pass quite a bit of time. Checked on Varbrong, kind of just stayed out of the way for a little while. Lamia was able to kind of overhear some of the stuff that she heard. Getting all the names back. Eli was able to do some studying. Rahala was able to do some studying. Sam went out and did some foraging. Probably had some time in nature, clear your head. A reminder, it was not raining, so you had kind of a rare, sort of sunny, nice day outside. You had your conversation with Clint. All this time passes. Finally, the sun begins to set. You see Clint eventually kind of leaving. Him and like a couple of the house guards are with him. As he's leaving, he just kind of pass you guys maybe in the hall at some point, or if you're still outside, he'll like walk by you, heading to a carriage. Like, all right, y'all stay out of trouble now. Gives you a wink, tip of the hat, which he's wearing a hat, and he will head off in his carriage.
What kind of hat?
Probably a cowboy hat. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, like tricorn? Deer stalker.
No, it wouldn't be. He wouldn't be a tricorn guy. I don't know what kind of hat. I'll probably ask Dave and Panda because I have a feeling Molly's going to be like, I don't know names of hats.
I was going to go with top hat.
But I was like, if you got an idea, what sort of hat would you ascribe Clint's personality to? Just because I'm curious.
I mean, Stetsons are cool, but I'm thinking like very much more Indiana Jones style hat.
Okay.
Know? Just because he was part of the Federo and he did all that kind of stuff, so
yeah,
I feel
I could see that. I could rock that.
What'd you call that hat? Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can start a poll.
Oh, an Indiana Jones hat.
I think it's actually a fedora.
No, it's something.
No.
It's like a fedora, but it's not. It's called something else. It's technically called an Outback hat, I believe, is what it's called. But anyways, I said a Stetson, which is like what a cowboy hat is, but
yeah.
So, I guess an Outback hat is a type of fedora. Anyways, so yeah, but it does not look like what we traditionally think of as a fedora.
Anyway, he tells us be good, essentially.
I only got one answer.
Oh, Panda.
Oh, I agree with him. I nodded back at him.
No. What kind of hat?
Oh, I agreed.
Oh, with the Outback hat?
Yeah, I said like a bowler or maybe a fedora, and that's kind of.
Yeah, the Indiana Jones hat's like a fedora. It's just a modified fedora.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
I listed off several, but yeah.
Fair.
I don't know, to throw in a curveball, a derby hat, one of the ones that are like rolled and very. Those of you who have played.
Ooh, or a
Redemption
Calypso
2.
hat. I like Calypso hats too.
The hats that that the Pinkertons wear, you know, like a bowler hat, but it's a derby hat.
I started a poll because they've never done that before.
Yeah.
That's so long. It's got 3 minutes in case people need to Google these hats. But anyway, we'll continue. So he heads off, which you know to be kind of the signal that you have a bit more free reign in the house. You even realize that the two I said house guards. The two soldiers that are with him are not his house guards. I made a mistake when I said that. So he's taking some of the people who are more suspicious of you away from the manor. So all that's left are the people that are a little bit less suspicious of you. I would say even quite a bit less suspicious of you. Should be Ellie is asking where's the poll. You should see it at the top of the chat. It should pop up kind of usually where the pinned ones are.
You'll see it's right by the Discord pin. You might have to click it down on it to make it pop up.
The results, yeah.
Currently, Stetson is winning
with 1 vote. So,
did I not vote? No, hold on. There we go. Now I voted.
So, yeah. Again, you notice that the kind of climate of the manor changes a bit. The kind of high stress, like the tension in the air, has lowered some. The just innate sort of like stress you see in the shoulders of the servants and things that move around the house is a bit lessened. You don't know if maybe it's because some of the soldiers have left now, or maybe just like they were just on edge for so long during the day that like now that there's been a shift that they're just like I kind of have to relax now. I just can't be tense any longer. Nobody's really joking around a whole lot or anything. It's fairly quiet. It's actually a bit more quiet than normal.
The emotional climate. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I meant emotional climate, not like the weather changed. But,
well, I figured Dad left, so they immediately started messing with the thermostat.
Somewhere your father is like itching the back of his neck in irritation.
Well, my mustache is tingling.
Yeah, that's what it is. It just quivers slightly.
Guys, you know what I didn't do? I totally forgot to. Oh, derby hat. You guys think Clint's a derby man? I can see it. It only got 2 votes, but that was enough.
2 out of 4.
I didn't vote, but yeah, I can see. So it's a derby hat. I also realized that I totally forgot to finish making the map of the 2nd floor of this place. So like, enjoy. We're using our imaginations, right? So
it is a game of imaginations, after all.
It's like almost done. Anyway, it's fine. So I was gonna pull you guys to the map thing, but well, you'll at least be able to see the 1st floor, right? So let's do that. I'll move y'all, and then I'll move the chat view thing, and switch our screen. It's too big to see. Okay. Let's see if I can get it to... There we go. That's mostly it. Alright, let's try to... One second, let me kind of arrange this so you guys sort of know what's going on there. We'll do... There. That says scene of the crime.
Sweet.
It's that room. Rahala is actually upstairs, I believe. I'm gonna try to put some NPCs down here and stuff so you guys know who's all around. I think you'll be able to see like names and that kind of thing. I'm gonna save that. Yeah, her name appeared. It's Regeki. You guys are all in the same area, roughly. You don't know where Miles is.
Yeah, I see the nameplate, just so you know.
Yeah, I can tell on the, if I see it on the pat view, then I know you guys can see it.
Okay.
I think I might start a prediction. Yeah.
Okay.
For our chat. I'm going to run the submission period for 30 minutes, but it's going to be who will find the most snails this session.
That's a good prediction.
So Eli, Lamia, or Sam. I understand that mods that voted will not be able to choose the outcome. Okay, that's interesting. Got it. I don't know what that means, but since we got those channel points,
rude, but it's probably true.
You never know.
Ellie said Lamia, that's why I said rude.
I should get at least one vote for free, but I know it doesn't let us do that, so. I don't even know if people have been able to build channel points yet, like until today.
I mean, I've got plenty.
Oh, okay. I guess so. Dope. Save. Oh yeah, There was like a whole. There's like a whole.
Yeah, not to
fucking thing I was
derail.
trying to
Sorry.
do. Oh, you're talking about the prediction thing?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, you good?
Didn't mean to derail.
Good. Where the heck are my soldier tokens?
What is that my bird? What is that?
Oh, the thing that's on you, yes. That
Burb.
is your bird.
Okay.
That is your burb.
Sorry, I'm used to when characters are on me. They're usually the same exact size of me, and it's a stove.
Oh, these are guards. Here we go. Oop.
That's because Jean-Paul is actually the character, and Venti is just his vessel.
Yep.
There is a familiar archetype where the familiar believes that it is the master. And I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but
It's
anyway.
always fun though.
There we are. There's probably some people that I haven't put out here yet. That's all right. If y'all ask about them, I'll put them out. But for probably Volga. We'll go,
Okay, zoom out.
just make her one of these people. Put her name beside her. That's fucking weird. There we go. I won't put Verbrong on here because technically the barn isn't in view on this map. It's a little bit further east. But you know he's out there. And then, yeah. So, I can continue setting this up. You guys know you've got the reign of the place. Let's take it to you. Is there any RP you guys want to do before you start moving out, or someplace you want to go first, or how do you want to handle this?
Let's see. And do we want to assume like we basically did our talk of the research already, or is this long after?
What research?
The research on the Fang.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, we already talked about to what's his face, right? And we asked Rahala to dig a little deeper, so we're in the process of dealing with that right now. Now we just got to try and so I'd say at this point we've already established that we need to look into them, but priority one is crime scene, right?
Okay, yeah, I can agree with that.
I would say that's probably the point we're at, like as a group, and then we can just kick off from right there.
All right, Eli, make sure to do all the talking.
I mean, I'm not planning on doing any talking if we don't have to. I'd like to just be able to get in there and not have to deal with anybody. That's the plan.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
The Rahala room is that Eli's room?
Yeah. Okay. Technically, that is 2 rooms. I just never fixed it, so.
Okay. Just check.
Yeah. I could, but here, we'll just do this. Let's make it really easy to tell. That is technically... Oop, 2 rooms. There's 1, and then... Or let's do this.
I'm not terribly worried about it. I got imagination.
Yeah. Well, this way you can kind of know where this divide is. Yeah, that one's the 2 smaller rooms that are still decently sized. Because both of your guys' rooms were like right next to each other. Mm-hmm. So technically, that's what that looks like. I just didn't build it that when I first made the map.
Do we know if there's a window on the scene of the crime room?
Nope, but we can say so. You go check. Just gonna walk outside and go look around there.
Yeah.
You do see that there is a window on the north side of it. It is shuttered, however.
Hi.
Put it right there. Oop. You know, there's a window on the north side. Just take a quick trip around, take a look. You see, okay, yeah, there's a window there, but yeah, it's closed.
Do we think we could, I don't know, get your bird up there to maybe take a looky round, or if one of us could possibly fit ourselves in there?
That window?
Yeah.
The window's closed.
Yeah, I thought it
Right.
was shuttered.
It is. That
But,
doesn't
like-
mean we can't open it.
Huh?
Are you thinking that
Uh.
this was a possible entrance?
No, I'm thinking how to get around the guards who are in the hallway that don't want us to go in the room.
Well, I can probably get up there. After cracking my
Okay.
knuckles.
Well, I can potentially open it from down
Well,
here.
I start putting on the cold bear glove.
Well, this is the first floor map, so
Ah.
this is still floor 1. So you don't
I
actually
am
need
a
to,
short man.
climb to get to the window.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I checked.
I didn't make a second floor map. I'll tell you if stuff's on the second floor if you ask about it.
Okay,
We'll move to
cool. So it's in the first floor, so we can get in. All right, cool. Let's
You
go.
have to unlock it, of course. It is a locked window.
Right. But we'll give it a shot. If anybody of us can do that.
Trained in disable device, you can absolutely try it.
Oh, I am
That
definitely not.
Is a
Oh wait, no,
trained
that's
on
not true.
skill.
I am trained in disabled device, so I can try.
You can make an attempt.
Okay.
Wow. That
Well,
ain't a
you-
Dave
when you're done
roll.
with
Who's
Dave.
this?
I know, right?
Who's this fucking weirdo? Well, okay, so lucky for you, the lock on this window is a simple lock, DC 20, so you're actually able to pick that. You have thieves' tools, right?
I should, but let me double check. Because if not,
It-
that is going to be a different bonus.
If not, that's a -2 to that, but that's still pushing 20. It just helps me to know for the future for sure.
I feel like you had
Um,
gotten that from the caravan originally.
Oh,
I mean, like you had put it in there.
I think I have them because they were in one of my kits of weird things I have. That's why I
Nice.
have
the kits
I have
of
thieves'
weird
tools.
things.
Well, because I have the deluxe engineering kit and like a Pathfinder's kit, and there's always like a bunch of random weird nonsense in there that doesn't make sense.
That you're reading.
It's a
through
random
right now.
weird things. It sounds like
Yeah.
a wondrous item.
Yeah, it does.
Like-
Um,
Roll a d20 and like whatever die you get is like whatever actual kit is it that you pull out of there or whatever, you know. But
no, I do
think
not.
those have
I
thieves'
thought
tools.
I did, but I do not
Okay.
have a thieves tool.
So you're using improvised tools, basically. Like you find a couple of sticks nearby, kind of whittle them down. You get like a few other.
I got
like
a fish hook, and I've
Yeah.
got a pitten, and I've got because I'm just pulling stuff out of these.
You got like your
packs.
belt buckle.
Yeah,
Like-
I've got a whole bunch of random stuff. I've got this mug. What is it gonna do? Nothing, but I've got it.
Now, with using improvised tools, I am going to impose a slight drawback here. They're not quite as quiet as a normal set of thieves' tools, so I'm going to have you also roll a stealth check and see how discreet you're able to be with unlocking this window.
Walk away.
Right, not bad. We're going to oppose that by one of the guards' perception. Okay, he rolled quite well.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
I was just rolling his base bonus. Hold on. I heard a roboting. Oh, no, we're good. Okay. I was just rolling his base bonus because I had that queued up. So 1, this is through a closed door, which is going to impart a bit of a penalty. Distance, a little bit more.
Isn't there a grandfather clock that's ticking pretty loudly somewhere over there as well?
That is in the map room, which is way down here.
Okay.
So that's far enough away that that's not doing anything, but I think the distance and the door is going to impose a total of a -4 to that 20, so that puts him at a 16. He just barely fails that check to notice you picking the lock. So Eli, you're able to use the various things that you've carried with you, as well as some just random items from your pack for whatever you need to get that latch open. You can even open the window from out here and get inside if you like.
Cool. Because I'm extra, I'm going to use open close to open the window.
Okay. Ooh, slowly creaks open.
Yeah.
Dave realized from the other campaign how useful open and close can be.
Yeah,
Especially
that's what
on
it
Windows.
was. That's entirely what it was. It was all because of you.
So you guys are all here. You get the window open. You can see into the scene of the crime, especially with your dark vision, because there's no light sources inside the room right now. All the ones they had brought in to like do their investigation, they've obviously taken with them, and not a lot of the like starlight and stuff coming in from the outside is making it into the room. Thankfully, you have dark vision, so you do immediately see the scene that was described to you by Lamia, the various injuries and things they had. There is a very different kind of stillness coming from this room. You've all
Their bodies are
seen
still there?
different things. Hold on. Just the one full day passed, right?
It's more like,
Happened that night.
yeah, it happened the
Middle
morning
of the night.
night.
Yeah.
Check for sconces, they're all suspect, Ellie says.
It's true.
For sconces.
Sconces are sucks.
Oh, nope, you're correct. Yeah, enough time passed, they did take them. So you see you do see the chalk outlines, right?
So
you know the bodies are probably at the basically like the morgue essentially. They would probably be autopsied and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, this isn't modern day, so they're not as good at it as you would see on in media today. Few things are, but you could potentially, like, depending on what you find, you could also go there and then start asking questions, right? But yeah,
okay.
So these will represent essentially the chalk outlines of where they were.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hop through the window.
All right, and I'm gonna have another stealth check for you. Anyone else going in, please roll me in stealth.
Well, considering it's a jump through and all that jazz, instead Lamia is gonna keep guard outside to watch for anyone. Yeah, I'm gonna be the lookout.
I'm gonna have to light something if I go in there. I can't see. Okay, give me a minute.
With the window open, effectively it's dim light for you. There are some places that are pretty dark, but it is hard to see. If you close the window, though, it does become darkness. Which I assume because you want Lamia to get. Yeah.
I start, against my better judgment, putting on my miner's lantern, fixing it.
Just in case you need it.
So don't close the window after you go in.
And I'll creep on through to the other side.
Okay. Give me a stealth, and Lamia, give me a perception, please.
Is this a forest?
Ooh, buddy.
It's not a forest. Okay, it's 15.
I move all the snails out of the way on the windowsill.
That boy is hidden.
You go and you do notice that Eli's normally very quiet, even though he doesn't appear to be trying to be. But his hard-soled shoes are making a little bit more noise than you might like as you walk around. You don't get any disturbances just yet. But so you're in the room now. So you can see that there's one outline near the door over here. Another by one of the. I should probably show you where the fucking beds and stuff are too, right?
I mean,
just rough outlines.
It might help.
Might help.
Might help a little bit, right? Bit. No. Go away. I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bed. They're all the same size. Just chill. Bed.
Man, I don't know. That regular Ulis woman might have needed a slightly larger bed than the average.
Completely regular.
Not other person, yeah.
These are obviously not like accurate to what they looked like or whatever. So that's that egg.
Dun, 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 dun. I can't put comment on the music. Very tense.
I feel like we need the Metal Gear Solid music playing in the background right now.
Right.
And someone needs to find me a cardboard box.
Bring me my brown box. Okay.
Oranges.
So you see that Kledig, her chalk outline is facing toward the door. You can kind of see they all obviously look like they're kind of sprawled or lying down, except Ravjik appears to be there we go, kind of slumped against the wall over there. So Rosa never made it out of bed.
Right.
Ravjik, you could probably assume that maybe he fell out of bed.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic, even though the chance of there still being magic around is pretty low. I'm gonna do it anyways.
So, you cast Detect Magic, you begin to look around. You notice, honestly, alarmingly, no sign of even lingering magic. Despite there being... Despite the insistence that, yeah, there had to have been something magical here. Nothing.
Okay, that's weird. I think then
this is just you doing like a glance around, right? If you want,
just to see if I can find anything. I will check each of the 3 chalk outlines like for a little longer. Like I'll kind of stare and see if I can find anything specific on those.
Okay. Give me a perception, and then while you're doing that, Panda, what are you doing? Or Sam?
I would like to investigate that. See if there are any scrapes in the floor or signs that maybe like where weapons have hit or things like that. So maybe either like say somebody may have swung a sword and hit the ground, or dropped an item and gouged out. Would be kind of hard to discern, but
Okay.
I look in the area around where it may have happened. Yeah.
Okay. You're also going to be a perception there. So Eli, what you find while examining just like the chalk outline, seeing if there's any hints of magic, anything that you notice. Nothing particularly stands out. You definitely don't detect any magic. What you will notice is there's... I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this. There's a... no, you know, I need an additional check from you. Are you trained in heal at all?
Nope.
Give me a flat wisdom.
Nope.
Which I know isn't great for you, but...
It's a flat roll, buddy.
Yeah,
15 on the die.
As you're kind of looking at this, because you're having to use your dark vision, so you're seeing basically just grayscale. Mm-hmm. No real color. But there's something kind of off about... Because there's still stains of blood in this room. Right? They didn't like clean that stuff up yet or anything. They just took the bodies out. Took whatever they thought might be evidence, that kind of stuff. You notice something kind of weird about the blood. At first you thought maybe there was an aura, but sort of like switching sort of between, okay, I'm trying to use your magical sight and just try to use your eyes. It's not quite, there's something else off about it. Yeah, you probably, you realize you need light. I'm assuming you'd probably either produce light somehow or have Sam turn on his miner's lantern and shine it on this for a moment.
Yeah, I'll just grab Sam and be like, hey, I need light on this thing.
Grabs my whole head.
Yes,
see the difference in color, which is what it is. There's a difference in color in some of the blood. There is... You would swear that some of these stains are older than the others. Not really by a lot, and it's been a whole day. But it seems like some of the wounds that bled closed quite a bit quicker, and others were probably bleeding until they took the bodies out. Just gravity, right? Because after the heart stops beating, obviously they're not gushing or anything, but just leaking into the ground. They kept going for some time. Like some of the wounds were way more severe than others. Even they all just looked horrendous. Mm-hmm. So it's easy to notice the difference in color and stuff. It's just like kind of trying to interpret it as a difference in age of the blood. And Sam, you got a 22. You're just looking for signs, basically like signs of a struggle, anything like that around there.
Sure.
Because you're looking for like weapon swings and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
We say sure. It makes me think that maybe I'm off base there.
Well, yeah. I mean, could be weapon screens. I was looking specifically gouges, things of that sort.
Okay.
I guess like they could be
kind of gouges.
Yeah, like because it could be not weapon strings. It could be where body fell like if they had a sword on them or something on them, it could have gouged them before. So not necessarily, weapon, but yeah.
Yeah.
We can go with that because that seems more plausible.
But that's fine. Thank you for the clarification. So, you look at all of them. You don't see anything like that over at where Drozo was. You don't see anything that makes you think that there's like gouges or anything like that near Ravjik. And it's a little weird just given how they were described as just like these brutal attacks. There were no like kind of wild anything hitting anywhere to like break other stuff. A lot of things were thrown all over the place, but like the room isn't damaged.
Excuse me.
But when you look where Kledig was lying, presumably like fallen forward towards the door, you do see a kind of a chip in the wooden floor, in the otherwise quite immaculate wooden floor, a little bit ahead of her right hand. You kind of sort of measure it a little bit and think like, okay, that's probably about the size where a hand axe might have landed if she was holding it. Whack! Hits the ground right when she fell. That's the only one you notice, though.
Athletic managed to grab a weapon. Or had a weapon on him.
Yeah. Like, if the placement's right, then she must have, like, at least had it all the way drawn.
Mm-hmm. Did Eli figure out which blood looked the oldest here, or
was that a 5?
Not a 5. Okay, okay.
Not a 5. See, I would let you attempt. If you're trained in heal, or I'll allow it with survival at a higher DC.
I am trained in heal. Okay. Also,
nice.
ECB 27.
Okay. Because I'm assuming, because I'm going on the assumption that Eli, you point out the blood thing to Sam.
Yeah.
I don't just want to try and do his check again, but her managing to have a weapon has now opened up a new theory for me of like first one or last one. I'm trying to figure out the order if I could.
It's very tough to tell, even though this is something you're not super unfamiliar with. It's just the amount of time that's gone by. If you had to guess, you'd say Cluttig's was the freshest blood. But outside of like a really some kind of magic spell to help identify that, or like a really experienced expert, it would be tough to know for sure. That's your guess. And that's just because you rolled really high. While you guys think about your next move, Lamia.
Oh no.
You hear someone approaching from the north end of the manor. It's your footsteps approaching. They haven't turned a corner yet, so you don't know who it is. Someone's coming.
I guess I'm going to get a little closer to the corner, just so I'm not exactly by the window. That way it doesn't look like I'm obviously being a guardian of the window.
The window.
Guardian of the window.
All hail Lamia, guardian of the window. Toucher of statues.
So you move. Oh, Sam, is your bird with you?
Bird's outside with Lamia.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not bringing a bird into a murder scene, crime scene.
Feathers. Okay. So Lamia, you said you move closer to the corner. Like, put yourself on the map where you're going. Just so I know for sure what you mean there. Are you like here, or do you move like to the other side, or?
More like right here. Like I'm by the corner, obviously, but I'm not right in front of the window, and that way I have plausible deniability.
Do you? What are you doing over there? You're just standing outside the window of the scene of the crime, nonchalantoing, basically.
I could be walking around.
Is that what you're doing? My bird. So, look, let me put it this way. So, if someone walks around the corner, what do they see you doing? Do they see you start walking because you're trying not to be suspicious?
Well, obviously, I started walking towards the corner already, so I could continue walking.
Well, but you can't time exactly when they're going to come around. You just know someone's coming.
Well, okay, so then I will keep moving.
Are you trying to get over here?
I'm trying to basically stay like 5 feet away from the household, so I would be like going this way, down this way and such like that kind of pattern. I'm basically gonna try and make a circle back to the window.
All the way around the house, or just kind of oh god dang it, oh my god, roll 20. Like you're doing like one of these numbers.
No, I'm gonna do all the way around the house again, because like a plausible deniability, if I hear someone coming, so I will be like, oh yeah, I was just taking a walk around, and then I will rush when I am away from that person. A power walk.
Okay.
That is my idea.
So you're moving at your power walk, so roughly your full speed.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm drawing here?
Yeah, I see. I appreciate it.
That's you're gonna be away for several rounds if you do it that way, just so you know.
Oh boy.
Yeah. That's why I'm pointing it out, just so you know. So it's not I don't want to gotcha with that, right?
Right, yeah.
To be like, okay, well, you're gone for like 6 minutes. Like, oh shit. But it's a ways.
Okay, so I will do that. I will do that, but I am gonna before I get to this point, I will whisper, "Someone's coming," and close the window, and then start power walking.
Okay, so you guys hear Lamia's voice. Someone's coming, and it goes completely dark. And she walks away very quickly.
I shrug at Sam and then realize he can't see me.
I have the thing lit.
But if you're not looking at me, you can't see me. Like, you know what I mean? If you don't have the light like on me.
That's true. It's only in
direct cone.
Yeah.
Okay, so that going on, I'm going to have you both re-roll stealth checks here.
Did they get a plus because they're in the dark?
Action. No.
No.
This is hearing based.
Yeah, which is funny. Hold on. Because I wanted to see if I could use my Cloak of Shadows really well.
But if anything, he'd get a negative for visible ones. You imagine somebody with like a flashlight taped to their forehead? Just, I am the night, like buddy.
Oh, okay, I can't use that yet. It's a standard action. That's fine. It's mine. Oof, bad.
Oh. How dare you also roll a thing right when I'm... Like, I thought it was Dave, so I was like, oh, that's pretty good.
No. So, you guys hear that as the window closes. There's a beat where Eli shrugs, realizes Sam can't see him. Sam, you might like look over at the window or something, so there's like a fucking spotlight flashes across your face, Eli. He turns to look at the window. And a couple of seconds later, you hear, the hell was that? You hear some metal boots scuffing outside the door to the room. Set of keys jingle.
Jeez, it's the cops.
You have moments.
Yeah. Off.
Okay.
And
so there's beds and stuff in this room, right?
Yes.
I'm going under a bed.
Okay.
I'm also using Cloak of Shadows when I'm under the bed, so I am even more darker.
Okay, you're gonna. I need another stealth check from you.
Yeah.
With your bonus from Cloak of Shadows, and then so Sam, click your lantern off, and do you just like stand there, or hoping that he doesn't bring a light, or like I'll just tell you because you guys would know there are lights on in the house, so when he opens that door, it's not going to be pitch black.
But it's still going to be dim light, right?
Yeah.
So I get my okay.
Like the direct across from the door. Nice.
I disappear under this bed. I'm like, what's wrong?
So are you going under the bed with a body where the body was, or are you going to this one by the corner?
I made my decision fast. I guess I am, and I'm going to be grossed out because I'm right where the body was.
Okay, so you're under
kind of cool.
It's because I was like investigating the body. We hear the noise. I don't think about it, so I just dive under the bed, and then I'm like, you know that it's like the Abbott and Costello where Costello's trying not to make noise, so he's like
so Eli just slips under the bed. You can somehow hear his silent disgust. You more like feel it. It's like an empathic thing. You guys have known each other long enough. That's it. You just going into the corner?
I'm going to this wall, and I'm doing I'm trying to hug this wall. where if he just opens it and is looking from the outside in, he may not see me because of cone of vision.
Okay.
Now, if he walks into this room, I'm kind of fucked, but but I also have a plan for that.
Alrighty. So,
do you have pocket sand?
Maybe.
Door opens, light spills in. You see one of the house guards come in. He already has his weapon drawn. He doesn't look like he's super tense or anything, but he does have it out, kind of held low. Peeks in for a second, looks over at the window, squints. You can see him grab a lantern, kind of hold it up, and look over at the window. Eli, you can see the light from the lantern kind of go underneath the bed, but one of the quilts is just like kind of hanging down from where, like when you slid under there, like it shifted slightly, so it's just obscuring you from the lantern light. And your cloak of shadow is kind of holding up, just making you look like another shadow beneath the bed. Sam, you can see the lantern come out from behind the door, and you see his face as he looks over at the window, and it's like, he listens very carefully. Sam, I need a stealth check from you.
Okay. See how bad it is. Hopefully not very bad. It's not very bad.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So, he peers in. You see the lantern start to move, like he's kind of scanning the room. And just before it gets past the window, to where it would start to like shine over your hand, or you're kind of pulling away from it a little bit, the wind rushes by, kind of rattles the shutters. And lantern moves back over there. He's, oh, fuck, okay. Just the wind. Puts the lantern down, shuts the door. You hear it lock. From outside, you hear, everything okay? Yeah, just a bit jumpy. And then it's quiet again.
You missed the opportunity to do some Tenshu B-side. No,
I know, right? So you are obscured for now. I'm guessing you guys wait a few seconds, maybe a minute even, before you eke out from your respective hiding places. Place. And corner of room. But still clever. I'll give you that.
You didn't roleplay there's a chair in here. You didn't say there's a conveniently sized, suit of armor that is decorative.
Hey, look, if you had asked, I'd probably allow it, okay? It's an empty room. If it's an empty room, and I don't say it's an empty room, then it's up for interpretation.
Scooby-Doo, my dude?
Yes!
You'd be like, I'm going to get in this armor real quick.
You definitely wouldn't have had time to get in a full suit of armor. Like, by the time someone unlocked the door. But
is there room to hide behind the armor? Or whatever.
Maybe. Yeah. But for now, it's okay. So you guys wait like a minute or two after that whole scene. Lamia, you're kind of walk away. So you're going to go all the way around the house.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Say you're about over here by now. Zoom out a bit so that chat can maybe see the whole thing. You guys won't be able to see like the names and stuff, unfortunately, but it's a little too zoomed out. Huh. This guard is no longer in the room. He's outside again. So, what do you guys look for next inside the crime scene? Or are you done and you want to get out? For now.
I don't know. I feel like I'm not smart enough to figure out what else is in this room, like as a character. You know what I mean? So I think we've probably found all we can find. I think that the big thing for me was there's no magic in the room, right? So now I want to go check the bodies and see if I can see if there's anything magic with the bodies. So I think I'm going to be like, Sam, let's just go. Like,
Just to try to give you a bit more in case you want to look at anything else. There is. We'll do this. There's a dresser over here. Little footlocker down below this bed. A small chest by that bed. They're brown, so they're probably really fucking hard to see. So I'm going to change the color. We're going to make them blue. 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 Wait, you guys don't watch. No Rolls Bar joke.
I guess I will. I don't know. Look through those real quick. Also with detect magic, because if there is something weird in magic in those, because that's the thing I'm trying to like hit. Because I feel like that's the thing I can notice that like Sam can't. Because I feel like he just has better odds of finding stuff than I do. But
yeah,
magic stuff I'm gonna find. So.
And Sam, anything you're looking at? Eli, I'm going to have you pick one of those shapes that you're checking, because each of them is a separate check.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's real dark again?
Actually, I'll start as far away from the window as possible. I'll start with that one.
Yes, it is dark again.
Well, I'm going to creep this way, because I am next to that wall.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be following that wall back to the window. And I can't see anything.
Yep, it is dark unless you turn your lantern back on.
Yep.
But you do find the window.
I think that is where I will stay.
Okay. Do you open it, or are you just waiting by it?
I'm just waiting by it. Yeah, okay. Got a hand on it.
So which thing are you going to check, Eli?
The one that's farthest from the window, I guess, which is probably that one. The one on
the footlocker? Okay.
Yeah.
So go over there, give me a perception, please.
All right. Let's rock and roll. Or not.
So you see that it's not very full. You see what looks like maybe like a mess kit, so like utensils and that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. A small pouch that has something that smells very herbal in it. You can't really identify the herbs or anything. It's just a bunch of like pale and dark things in a bag in the dark vision. They all smell very pungent. It looks like it's stuff that belonged to Ravjik, probably. You see like a few things for like maintenancing metal weapons, like oils and cloth and that kind of stuff in there. Nothing that particularly stands out in this one. I'm going to turn that yellow. Show you searched it.
Yeller.
And I need another stealth check from you, Eli. You're mostly just trying not to roll hella low, just so you know. I'm not checking against these. So, okay, that is definitely not hella low. Still seems quiet in here. Did you want to check another thing?
Yeah. I'll check this. That you said that was a dresser, right?
That is a dresser, yeah.
Yep, I'll check that dresser.
Okay. So you examine that. Give me a perception.
All right.
11.
I thought that was going to be a 20 for a second.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Just magic stuff right now.
Magic stuff.
Really, stuff that hits for magic is what I don't know. I'll encourage Sam to check behind me for things that he might understand. Because as soon as I hit that footlocker, I'm like, there's some like stinky herbs in here, and then I'll be like, you should probably find out what the plants.
You look over, you just see him like by the wall, just like seeing nothing, just blinking, you know.
Yeah.
Damn it! I turn around and I huddle and the light and trying to light it as quietly as I can.
Okay. So you're gonna go check the herbs. I'm gonna need you don't have you have profession farmer. You don't have any craft skills, right? Not trained.
No, I have one rank.
I've got craft BS. No, I'm kidding. That would be hilarious if I did that.
This is not a wool product. So yeah, this is just going to be a straight knowledge nature for that check. And then while you're doing that, Eli, you look through there, you find a few extra articles of clothing in there. You find like a few like extra like laces and things for like boots and that kind of stuff. It seems like they just kind of piled some of the other things in there. Some of it is kind of ragged, like they already replaced certain things or repaired some of their gear.
Okay.
This is just sort of like where they're storing the other stuff they were probably going to take with them to fix up later, or use the scraps for something. The one thing that kind of stands out is you do notice that there appears to be a holy symbol in there of Mr. Gaia, or at least you're pretty sure it is, because it's kind of, you got like the leather strap that the holy symbol should be a part of, and you can see the loops for it. The actual symbol is missing. The only reason you can tell it's from Mr. Gaia is the kind of ivy pattern that is etched into the band of it. But someone has actually taken the actual emblem.
Okay. Interessante.
Sam, you so you check the herbs there, and you pretty sure that these are pretty much a like kind of holistic treatment for painkillers. Also, give me a perception, Sam. About half of them are missing. You see some of them, when you pick up the bag to look at it and stuff, you see a few of them have kind of been, they've like kind of spilled a little bit into the footlocker. Some, which makes you think that the missing ones were taken out very quickly. Because otherwise the room's a bit of a mess. But other than the things that are like kind of thrown and like intentionally moved, the stuff like in here doesn't seem slapdash or like poorly taken care of. It all seems like fairly orderly. It's kind of odd that there's like a spill inside here.
Can take. You say these herbs, are they like branches with leaves on them, or?
It's like mostly leaves. Mostly like the actual like leaves have been stripped off of the twigs and branches and things. There's a few different little berries in there that aren't. No one eats them for their taste.
Yeah. How crumbly? I'll take out a pinch and I'll just kind of squish it up.
All pretty
the bag,
dry.
So.
It's all pretty damn dry.
But it seems like if you were to squeeze it, it would disperse greatly, right? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any around on the floor near this chest?
With that check, if you can kind of look near the chest, you don't see any on the floor, but you do see some kind of caught in, like where the lid and the base of the chest would meet when enclosed. You see some kind of caught on that rim.
Somebody took some healing herbs out of here. Pain medicine. I kind of whispered to Eli.
And then I need a stealth check again from both of you.
All right.
Say, Lamia, you're making your way back around. Well,
Sneaky boys, you're so sneaky.
Woo! I don't, dude. Here's the thing, though. It shows.
It looks like an 18.
Yeah, it shows like an 18, but it's not. It's a 2.
Yeah.
So that's
Mine's an
weird.
18.
Yours is an 18. Okay, that's why.
Oh,
it just only showed your dice, not mine. That makes sense.
For some
okay.
reason, that's weird.
Yeah, my dice didn't just show up, so just yours showed up. That makes sense then.
4 and 8.
That's fine.
Okay. You hear from outside the door, Panda or Sam. You hear the guard go, "That didn't sound like a fucking window." And boots again. Keys again.
Oh. I have time to... How big is this chest?
This time you're hearing the keys and the boots. Like, you can tell he's walking back over to the door. He hasn't got to it yet. So you have a little bit more time here, but not much.
Yeah. I was at this chest though, right?
That footlocker, you're not gonna fit in it.
What if I just and then
I'm poke a shadowing again since I hear a guy coming. By the way, sorry.
That is a hell of a... You could maybe do it. It'll be a real tight squeeze. I would actually need an escape artist check from you.
And let me see if I'm even trained in that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I guess there's a gap between these two beds. That looks prime Sam real estate to me.
Yeah, you could squeeze it between there. Eli, go back under the body bed.
Yep, the same body bed again because I was about to check this whatever's right there, so I'll go right under there again.
I forgot to change this yellow.
Yeah, is that one also a footlocker?
That one is the other footlocker. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try and hide behind the footlocker as best I can, like put the bulk of me behind it. Yeah, but under the bed.
What about this one? Is this a footlocker or is it a shoe carnival?
Wow. So so you both go hide again, and Eli's got his bonus. I need stealth checks from both of you as the door opens.
I'm so proud of myself.
You would be.
Yeah. No, +2. There we go.
What is 19? Okay. Did you add your +2 to that, Eli?
I did.
You
I did indeed.
Okay. Sam, is there anything else you would like to do as the door opens?
There's not much I can do.
Right.
Sorry, I'm looking and...
Give me an intelligence check real quick.
Yeah, did I leave that chest open?
Give me an intelligence check. Okay, this is real easy one. You're like, you didn't tell me to shut it off.
Okay, I didn't.
I was just looking, yeah. Because I know you were examining the herbs, so I knew you had to turn it on.
Yeah.
But
or else either that or fucking cover it. But
right, but yeah. Even covering it, it's still gonna affect your stealth. So
yeah. Well, I believe isn't it a bullseye or is it like it has a thing on it? Is it not?
I don't know if yours has.
I'll have to look at the.
Yeah. Either way, you've either obscured it completely or you've shut it off. So because it is still. This is the second time you've used it. It does still affect their perception a little bit, just because of the fact that scent. Because it is still oil lit. Because it's not a magical one. This is just the mundane light source.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's give him a roll. Not going to give him a big bonus because it's still
next
not much.
time this kind of thing pops up, Sam, just ask for my cap. My cap is magical.
No.
Well, it doesn't matter. He rolled a 4. So,
I bought this. I'm using it.
So he throws the door open, kind of walks in this time. You see him holding the lantern up over his stuff. He actually looks in the corner where you were, Sam, before. He looks over there, looks at the footlockers and stuff back in the beds. Walks over to check the window.
He's using a lantern himself.
Mm-hmm.
So
because there are still dark corners of the room.
I know, but how much would that affect if he's using a lantern? His sense of smell, trying to smell my lantern.
That's why I only gave him a very slight bonus.
Okay,
I gave him literally a +1. Which would have only come into effect if he had actually made it. I was going to have him shut his off and set it outside and then smell around in the room.
Okay.
Because maybe he had seen it for a second or something like that, but no, it didn't matter. He rolled way too low for it to factor in. Okay, so he runs over there with his lantern, kind of lowers it, and he'll actually open the window And when he opens the window, there is a he's startled. He's just and jumps back. You see him point his sword at the window, and you hear a woman shout in surprise outside the window. Also, he's Casimira, why are you out there? She's like, I thought I heard something. And he's like, yeah, me too. It must have been you. She goes, maybe. What's going on in there? Is something happening? As you're walking around the corner, Lamia, you see Casimira standing over there. It's like, I need to change my pants. Maybe that's all that's happening.
Oh my god.
Fucking hell. With all due respect, you should probably get inside. It's probably going to rain again soon. We are in Setsegia. She's like, sure. Just, I don't know, it's a weird night, okay? Shakes her head. Starts heading back to the east. And he closes the window, stands there for a moment. Turns, walks out of the room. Door closes. After a few seconds, locks again. You hear the guards talking outside. One of them is like, what the fuck were you screaming about? Like, there's kind of a chatter outside for a little bit. Lami, you continue your walk.
Yep.
So yeah, you run into Casimira. She's walking across there. Come around the corner. She just couldn't sleep either.
I'm working off some nervous energy.
Yeah, same. But she'll just walk by you.
Yeah, that's fine. I have questions, but I'm not going to ask them currently.
Okay. So back to the two of you as Lamia returns to her post.
Okay. Got one more thing I want to look in, and I want to get out of here. That's what I'm going to tell Sam right there. It's like, too many close calls.
Is there anything under these beds? While I'm down here.
Click on your lantern thing and turn on and do perception.
Yeah. Might as well.
And then I need a perception also from Eli, of course. Let me search the other footlocker.
Do I need to make a new one since I've made a full round?
Yes, please.
Okay.
All right. We'll go. So Eli, you get 7. So you open that one. You take a quick look inside. At this point, you're a little nervous because that's been 2 real close calls. So you're kind of searching a little more frantically. You're not quite as careful. You see some kind of like balm inside of here. It smells really nice. It's a little floral. Excuse me. But nothing remarkable about it. There's like a few scraps of leather and that kind of thing. Stuff for, again, weapon maintenance and that kind of stuff. Some woodworking tools and what appears to be a small wooden figurine in the process of being carved. The kind of upper part of it seems to be has gotten very detailed, whereas the lower part of it is still very basic, just kind of structural. And that's all you see in there with your search.
All right.
Nothing that sparks magic, though.
Cool. With that, I am going to go ahead and hop my self out of this room. Oops. Excuse me. I'm going to open the window, like double check really quick that it's not like another person. Like, I'm pretty sure it's Lamia, but still it's like, okay, that's Lamia. Cool. Open the window and be like, whoop.
Okay, so you exit the room. I need a stealth check from you. And Sam, 24, looking under the beds. Let's see. $23. That's your stealth. Nice. And Sam's was 19. Okay. You're also very close You're kind of close to anything you're really looking for there, Sam. So you got a good view of it, thankfully. Before I give you results, is there anything in particular you're looking for while you're under there? If the answer is no, that's fine. Just if you are, then you're
a murderer.
I am muted.
Yes, the murderer.
No, anything. I mean, it's like, yeah, I'm just looking. There should be nothing under a bed, in theory. There should be dust.
Like shoes or something like that, but nothing. Yeah. Okay.
The mysterious fourth body that they didn't find, like,
right. 19. You do not see anything that really stands out. You do find... Yeah, the only thing you really find, there's a few kind of scuffs underneath there. It's hard to tell what would have made it across the floor. It looks like it could have been, like really rough boots or something, like, sliding over there. Somebody, like, cleaned it with the wrong stuff or had something gravelly under there. You're not really sure what made this scuff mark, but it does stand out to you a little bit. About 4-ish inches across underneath there. Completely under the bed, though. So it doesn't look like it was, like, someone moving the bed, right? Like the legs of it or something.
Interesting.
You could examine it further, but you'd have to stay in the room longer. You
Deal.
hear Eli leave.
You want another stealth check and perception? Because I'll do it.
I mean, yeah, it's up to you if you're gonna stay and do it. Yeah. So you hear Eli leave. You did a stealth. You're good. 10. Okay. And give me a perception.
Okay.
Okay. So you kind of lean down to, like, examine this a little bit closer. You're kind of looking at the edges of, like, the actual plank of wood that's been put down to floor the space and everything, because this part's not carpeted. It's all fairly seamless, and just as you're starting to think that kind of to the part of the top of one of these pieces of wood seems to, like, there's like a line that sort of goes across the center of another one, almost like there's a seam down there, and you're kind of like reach over and like maybe just like test it with your fingernails and stuff, and like right as you're about to do that, you notice that the door is opening slightly. So very carefully.
I will cover up the light with my hand.
You cover up the light with your hand, and the door stays open a little bit. You can see the boot of the guard standing there, and he says, "I saw that. Show yourself." There's a bit of a waver in his voice.
The music's great right now.
Right.
So Eli, you get outside with Lamia, you're like, "Hey, we did it!" And then you realize Sam's not there.
Ah, bollocks.
You hear the guard's voice on the inside.
At a will. I have the spell, like, call animal at will.
You do, but how quickly is an animal going to get to you?
Yeah. I mean, there's one not super far.
Right? That's exactly what I was thinking.
Also, is that at will or supposed to be once a day?
Well, it's that is a question. It's at will, max per day 1. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear the guard though, right?
Yeah, you hear him say, "Show yourself."
Okay,
I saw that. Show yourself.
I'm gonna open the window real quick and be like, "Hey, mate, this window's open." Because he didn't lock it back when he talked to Casimira.
He did now. Okay. Okay. Here's how we're gonna handle this. I need you to roll me a bluff.
Oh yeah.
You're essentially causing a distraction. First, oh Jesus. Okay.
Good job, Eli.
This is what happens when you put all your points in your casting stat. Anyways, is you can bluff people if your casting stat is charisma.
It's opposed by his sense motive. Well,
is it as good as mine?
No. I don't know what yours is.
I think mine's only
has plus one.
Oh.
No, I have +2.
Oh, okay.
Sense motive.
Well, then yes, it's exactly as good as yours. So he has a chance.
Yeah.
No. So,
Nah, mate.
So he
be like,
he comes in,
yeah,
says what he says. You open the window and repeat.
Oh yeah, I'm like, this window is open. It was real loud, and I was like,
before you get to the rest of it, he just.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
It's twice tonight. It's twice tonight.
Yeah, the window was like rattling and making noise. It scared me too. I'm in the other, like I'm over across the hall, and I could hear it rattling on the.
While they're talking, Sam, do you do anything? I know you turned off your light, but I just want to know if you do anything while they're talking, or do you just go still?
Oh God, I wish I was an evil character because I'd scare the shit out of this man. just hand around ankles. Oh God!
All right, you sound like that serial killer you were talking about last week.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking. There's not shit I can do, basically.
I gotta ask. Okay, that's fine. So you stay there for now.
Yeah.
You just go still, be very quiet, be very, very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the house guard like snatch his head over there. And again, he's like staring, kind of looks down a little. Then he's like looking at like kind of the light coming in from the window a little bit, and his lantern, and it's just. I'm leaving the fucking door open. Okay, I'm gonna have to lock this window now.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. It was supposed to be locked. Thanks, because it was rattling and making a ton of noise.
Yeah, it was. Have a good night. He looks, kind of glances over, sees you out there, Lamia. Just closes the window, locks it. He walks away. He does leave the door open this time, but he walks away from it. So Sam, so Eli, you are now blind to what's going on inside the room. Obviously, so are you, Lamia. Sam, oh, sorry, Lamia. Go ahead.
In response to that, I say, should we go inside?
I mean, we could at least go around the corner, I guess, and make sure there's not going to be anybody like walking right here.
Okay. Casimira was over here earlier. She went that way. She'll point.
Okay, well then we don't walk that way.
Okay.
The likelihood of her like doubling back from that way is lower than her walking all the way around the house, right?
He thinks like me. Maybe not.
You walked all the way around the house.
I walked all the way around the house.
Right. So will she. That's what I'm saying. So she'll come back from this side, and it would make more sense if we ran back into her going that way than if we followed her.
Okay.
You dig? Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sorry, Patrick. I just wanted to get that in.
That's fine. You're good. So Sam, door's open. So there's a little bit of light actually coming into the room. But he walks away. You hear his voice a little bit down the hall, talking to the other guard. he was just like, I need to go take a piss and get a drink or something. I'm too jittery tonight. Can you swap places with me for a while? And the guy's just like, yeah, you've been on one. Like, they're kind of talking a little bit. You don't know how long you've got till he walks back over here and the door is wide open.
Cool.
Do you make a break for it? Or do you...
I'm feeling with that groove.
I can see you shaking your head already.
Yep. Nope.
So you're going to continue to investigate this this object.
What is
I'm
the
actually
thing?
not going to make you roll again for perception. You've already discovered it. At this point, you're just trying to figure out if there's more to it, right?
Yeah.
I am, however, going to have to get another stealth roll from you.
Deal.
Did you see how much it wanted to flip to that one?
Yep.
Nope.
This would have been the time for a snail. It was like 15. Like it was close. But anyway, it is not a 1. It's 15, which gives you a total of 21. So, you managed to be very quiet. You examine this groove. You might have something like some kind of small, thin little object you can like kind of wedge in there and pull something out of the fucking footlocker. You work at it for a little bit there. You can still hear them talking. But eventually, you get to like feel over to where obviously the point where the board meets board makes sense there be a groove or a seam. But you get over to the part where it doesn't make as much sense, and you notice that there is still friction. There's still like a resistance there. There's still some kind of line. You're able to kind of work at it a little bit and remove some kind of the like polish and like resin of it. And yeah, there's absolutely a groove there. In fact, you work out that there is about a, say, 2.5 foot long seam across. You get to the corners, you can work it around. You can see that it goes back. It actually almost touches the wall. You have discovered a trapdoor beneath this bed. Very well hidden one. So the odd thing about it is based on how kind of implanted it was, it seems unlikely that it was used so recently, but obviously there's ways to fool that. You don't necessarily know them, but it's like, this is here for sure. Now, do you stop at that, or are you going to try to push your luck even further?
I don't know. I figured out what it is. I have probable cause to get back in here and investigate it later. I do have a question though. How quickly can I see out this door and this other door at rear hall is shut?
Yes. Yes, on both accounts.
Oh, it's so tempting. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you either gotta go unlock the window and leave, or pretend you've been somewhere in the house already.
Just
I've been at the window. Is the window literally? Is it a key lock or is it just a latch?
It's just a latch.
Oh, I'm going through the window.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you hurry over there and make your way out. One final stealth check.
Yep. Doesn't matter now because I'm faster than normal. Get the heck out of there.
Get out, no problem. So you get out there to probably your two very nervous party members. And from here, we will go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break.
Break time. I was going to ask about that. So
let's give ourselves 5. Come back at
time
7 after and hit the home stretch here.
All right.
So to the away screen.
Away!
To Face Live.
Face Live.
Here we are.
All right,
where
we're
our
back.
faces live.
Okay. I'm assuming we immediately crawl into our room or what to Eli's room.
I was just gonna walk around for a bit.
Oh, okay.
Try and not look super suspicious. We're all out for a jaunty night walk, get some air, enjoying ourselves. Then we can go back to the room and discuss what Sam found, unless he whispered to us that he found a trapdoor already.
My bird out here?
Yeah.
It's right above your head, ding dong.
Do that. Whoop, comes back down.
There you go.
I don't know. It was like Casimir was like, look at this bird guarding this window.
Yeah, something got her attention over there.
I found a thing in there.
Should we talk about that kind of stuff out here?
Oh, who's around here? There's more apt. The walls are pretty thin in there. Remember that conversation with Rahala we had?
I mean, she did have to stick her ear to the window, to the wall, but he makes a good point. We're just as likely to be overheard out here as we are in there.
I mean, I'll poke my head around this corner.
You don't see anyone. You can, if you guys want, so just, wherever you want to talk. If you want to go back to your room, you can, or you can, just wander out on the grounds a little bit. And
yeah, let's wander around the grounds a little bit. I agree with that. So, you said you found a trapdoor?
I said I found a thing.
A thing, sorry.
But yes, no, I did find a trapdoor now. You're really good at guessing.
Shut up.
It was under that there bed. Thank you, Eli, for that distraction, by the way.
I mean,
he's going to get more suspicious.
Yeah, there was his third time coming in the room. There was no way we were going to get away with a fourth.
At that point, he starts turning over things and looking underneath stuff.
Right, exactly.
He never looked at the ceiling, though. I don't think. I'll hide there next time. But no, I found a seam on the floor, and I was kind of digging at it, and it looks to be a trapdoor underneath that other bed.
Did it look like it had been, used recently?
Not to me, but maybe they're just good at covering their tracks. I mean, that's a possibility. There being some kind of trapdoor in that room means that there might be other ways in and out of this house.
Right, trapdoors in other rooms.
Where does that trapdoor lead? If there's a secret room underneath there, there can secret other rooms in this house.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm more curious about is not only where that specific trapdoor leads, but what that means for the rest of the house.
Well, we can at least check our rooms fairly easily without suspicion.
I mean, and during the day, we can probably poke around other rooms as well. Just, actually couldn't hurt. Well, we probably shouldn't ask, Casimira or the other guy.
Miles?
Miles, thank you.
Yeah.
I think Lamia makes a good point of checking our room. I also have access to Clint's study at the moment still. I can look in there and see if I can find anything. And then I may have some staff members I can ask too if they notice anything weird. I've got a kind of a good rapport with.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, there's this one girl who's been turning away the conversation when it seems to be suspicious on us. I could point her out to you. Maybe you could build a rapport with her.
Sounds good. Sam, can you go check on Vibrong? He's awake, but will you go check if there's a trapdoor in the barn area too?
Oh yeah, I'll poke around. There's probably got pitchforks in there, make it easier.
But before you go though, was there anything else that you found? Any clues?
I mentioned there was a bag of had some painkiller herbs, a mixture in there. I mentioned that to Eli while I was in there.
I think the weirdest thing about that room was what I didn't find. I didn't find any traces of magic in the room at all. So either whatever it was, that magic is completely dissipated, which
Or it's only not magical at all.
It's only been like a day, yeah. Or whatever did that is not magical in any sense, which is significantly
Very
more frightening
scary.
to me. Yeah, I'm less afraid if a magical thing ripped a person in half than if something by its its own physical strength ripped them in half. That's way, and nobody noticed it, right? Because that means it's not only incredibly strong, but like we couldn't find it. Or if I suppose that thing could be magically buffed, which then means that the magic residue probably wouldn't be in the room if all of the magic was concentrated on the individual. But again, I don't know. It's just weird that I didn't find anything at all.
Not even on was there any
Nada.
of a
Zip.
zip?
Zilch.
Oh.
I mean,
The only
did I have a
magic thing in
magical
that
thing?
room. The only thing in that magical room was me and Sam. That's what I was about to say.
Mhm.
I'll say if there was just nothing, then that would kind of be a lead that there's something in this room killing off magical stuff.
Yeah, I should say, yeah, you still saw your own magical items. You saw Sam's. Yeah.
Yeah, the only magical stuff in that room was me and him.
Okay, but you found painkillers.
Yeah,
Do you think
it
it
looks
belonged
like
to them?
I'd assume so. It looked like something had been caught on the chest where you let out of. Sorry, there's something.
But yeah, you said some were missing, right?
Yeah. There's a good portion missing.
Where did you find the trapdoor? I mean, like, give a general description. That way, when we
Is in the corner underneath whichever of those two beds. I found it under.
I put one in there.
Okay.
Here. We'll do if you
The
hover
bed
over
closest to the bodies. Not the one I was hiding under
Yeah.
where there was partially a body under there and I had to hide like on the blood set. That was do not recommend. I give this Airbnb 1 star. Thumbs down. Like
Wow.
Oh, that's awful. Okay, I just wanted
After
to know.
we showed
So,
you all that, the launch in hospitality, that's how you pay us.
look, how would you rate an Airbnb if a murder took place while you were there? I can't imagine you actually fill out a rating, but like it's got to be bad, right? There can't be a way.
Depends on how nice the place is. I'm just saying, there was a cool map room. You got to discover some ancient secrets.
I mean,
You can't
it
expect
wasn't
ancient
their
secrets without a
fault
few bodies.
that the murder happened, as far as we know.
Depends on who got murdered as well. Like,
Yeah.
You
like,
all
it
have
was somebody
very-
famous, like Beyonce.
You all have
got
very
murdered or
different
something like that.
expectations of an
Like, bro.
Airbnb than I do.
I'm forever tied to the murder of this famous person or whatever. You know,
For-
that's kind of
for-
interesting.
For an Airbnb to get 5 stars from me, the bed just has to basically not have lice in it, man, or bed bugs, and like we good. So like if I'm willing to give something a 1 star, it's bad.
A maximum of 1 camera in the bathroom facing the shower.
Ellie says if the continental breakfast is good, it's fine.
Look, I stayed at a hotel where I am almost 1000% convinced a murder occurred. Like the day I was there, and I still probably would not have given that place 1 star because I didn't see a body. So like,
See, now I want
You
there to be
know.
like the ending of like some crazy horror movie that takes place at like a hotel or something, and like everybody's just like, dude, this fucking place sucks. Tim died. Fucking like werewolves are real, and like they're all like just haggard, beat down, ready to check out, and someone's like, dude, this breakfast is bomb. You can't tank their review. It's so good.
it's like
They've
3
got the
stars.
souffle pancakes, man.
Give them 3
I got
stars
a
on the
whole
breakfast
Belgian
alone.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so that's where you generally found it. Okay, that gives us a good possible equivalent point to search first. But Eli was right. Go ahead and go look in the barn.
Yeah, well, you do that. We'll go check our rooms. You can check
Mhm.
your room. I'll check mine. We'll see if we can
Mhm.
find anything. Yeah.
Mhm. All right, team split.
And
Right.
go.
You guys go in your room. Find Rahala. I'm assuming you fill her in on what's going on.
Yep. No, I start madly looking
For the
things like a crazy person,
Throwing
just
shit all
throw
over
the
the
bed off.
Stomping on the floor.
Yeah, walking, just
fucking casting spells
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, exactly. No, I definitely explain myself before I just go in there like an absolute lunatic.
Right, and then
I don't have to do that because my room is a separate room.
Yeah, you get to go in there like an absolute mad lad.
Hell yeah.
And then, Sam, you're going to the barn to talk to or to check the barn for anything out of place, trapdoors, the like.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have Eli. You're gonna roll perception. Rahala's assisting, so you're gonna get a +2 to that.
Sweet.
And then Lami, you're gonna search your room by yourself. So I just need a perception from you. Okay. So Eli, search your room thoroughly. Between you and Rahala, you like kind of move stuff around, move the beds, like move the dresser, check like underneath it, like just definitely giving it a full look over. Let's see. In your room, you will find there's actually a mirror hung up, like it's kind of sitting on the dresser.
Mm-hmm.
When you move that, you see that kind of when you actually move the mirror aside, you see on the wall behind it is a very small symbol that looks like an eye.
Okay.
Seems to be carved into the wood. And seems to be actually drawn, like filled in with a very, very dark ink.
Can I detect magic on it?
Yes, you may.
I'm
Do you
moving
detect
this.
magic?
I'm just writing my notes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry. There it goes.
Okay, so you don't detect any magic on it. However, I will still allow you a spellcraft check to see if it is related to any kind of magic you know. Actually, I'm sorry, not spellcraft. We're going to do knowledge arcana on this one.
I've got that too.
Mhm.
Let's go.
22. So, this looks like some kind of like focal point for some kind of divination magic. Definitely used to spy on people. It's a little alarming. The shape of the eye shape, you don't necessarily know exactly like the exact spell that this might have been about. But you think the eye shape might be a bit misleading. It's probably not meant to necessarily see people, really just to detect their presence. That's why it was okay to be behind something, because otherwise it would had line of sight completely blocked. But you think maybe it was some kind of alarm type spell of some kind, maybe more powerful than that though, to need this kind of like physical anchor.
Okay.
You don't know how old it is the problem. This could have been there long before you guys were here. The magic in it was used up like far too long ago for you to detect an aura off of it.
While we're talking about it, Rahal, do you know anything about inks or like drying ages or like a way to tell how long this has been here? Because I definitely don't.
I could certainly try. She's gonna do a check. That's really frustrating. A lot of those sheets aren't here anymore. Yeah, I did lose some data when I Transferred profiles. I think hers is still accurate.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, okay. This will be a spellcraft check for her. She gets a +1 from magic lore. It's not to research, modify, or create new spells. So yeah, just magic lore. So still, she has a very good bonus to this. I don't know who wants to roll it, but
I mean, I've rolled a lot tonight, and so has Sam. So why don't you take this one, since we've rolled a whole bunch of stealth checks and nonsense?
Okay.
Okay.
So
all together with a +12.
Okay. Excuse you. Oh, my Noom lock stopped.
Noom.
Yeah, Noom.
Andy, you missed the opportunity to just start doing the Numa Numa dance right there.
Why would you say that?
Because who do you think showed all of us that 20 years ago or however long ago it was now?
Hey, to be fair, Rob showed it to me. So
blame
Newgrounds.
Rob.
Newgrounds showed it to me.
Yeah.
Who do you think showed Newgrounds to us? No.
Ew.
It is actually true. I think Panda, you probably are the person who introduced me to Newgrounds. Back in the dark age of the internet.
She does examine it. She actually scrapes a little bit of it off. We'll get like a piece of paper or a small like tear off of like parchment, kind of compare it to some of her own inks and such. It's really difficult to tell. Looks like it hasn't been dry that long. I can't narrow it down really well. It's maybe less than a week or so old, I'd say, or around there.
Okay, so probably used to check and make sure, if not us, somebody recent, then, you know. Okay.
Yeah, it could be as new as, a couple of days ago, but it's hard to say.
Makes sense. Maybe this is how Clinton knew we didn't do the murdering. He knew we were in the room.
It's definitely possible. I wonder if they're in the other rooms. And then Mommy,
I was going to say, right as you're checking Mommy's thing, like, well, Mommy's checking her room, so maybe she'll find one.
All right, she goes around, she's moving stuff, she knocks down a wall, builds a new one.
Hell yeah. So clumsy. Sorry, guys.
But no, you look around, carefully move Sam's stuff, trying not to be nosy, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I have no business going in his stuff.
But you don't really find anything. Everything seems pretty much on the up and up in here. Sam.
You.
Barn's a big place.
Yep.
Are you searching the entire thing? Or are you what kind of... Where are you really looking? Because I know you want to spend your entire night out there.
Is Verbrong out here still?
Verbrong is out there.
First thing to do is ask him, hey, you been walking around here in this barn?
Just outside the barn. And saw the red-haired lady walk by. Saw Lamia. Some of the garden people.
I'm doing some investigating. Keep this on the lowdown, but we found a hidden trap door inside. I was going to check out in here to see if there was anything. I was wondering if you had been walking around or while you've been in here, if you heard any kind of hollow spots or anything like that. Ask you before I go around checking.
He shakes his head. No, floor, most dirt, hay. Nothing hollow.
All right. Now, what is the flooring like in here? What is it? Dirt,
it's
wood and dirt,
packed dirt and hay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, is there a pitchfork nearby, or maybe a big wooden pole?
Several pitchforks and definitely a few wooden poles.
Cool. Give me a pitchfork. I'm gonna go around in the hay areas. I'm gonna kind of see if I can get through the hay to the ground and see if it's,
So you like find wood or something like that.
Yeah, like if it's wood or if it's dirt, or if it's something other than what it should be.
Okay. So you go. So that's most of what you're doing. Like walk around, just kind of jabbing, trying to get like a good press in there. See if you can find something. All right, give me a perception. Give me +2 for the use of the tool there.
Perception 2. Okay, not awful.
Not awful at all. So you search around there. Orongo's mostly watching you. He's kind of following around a little bit, like he's trying to figure out what you're doing. You get toward the back of the barn. You can see like a couple of little stables where there's no like animals or anything in them. You still see like buckets and other stuff. Like they could pin something in there, but yeah, don't have anything. So you kind of go in there and check the very last like corner little stall that they would have to keep animals in, because they have a few of them in here. And as you're feeling around in there, you do hit something that's a bit more solid. It's maybe 3-4 inches underneath, where like you can feel the dirt. Total of maybe 6 or 7 with all the hay and everything. It's a little bit of a dig, not like shovel, but
yeah. Still a decent amount.
Hit something. Can't quite tell if it's too muffled, like the sound and stuff from all the clutter. It's too muffled for you to be able to tell if it's like wood or stone. Even like pressing, you can't quite tell by feel.
I'll start to try and clear off a little bit so I can decipher what the material is.
Okay. So you dig down into there, and like eventually you're able to kind of scrape off enough of this like solid surface that you see that there's some wooden space under there where there wasn't in other places.
Now that I've cleared out a piece of wood, I'm going to take the kind of butt of the handle and give it a good knock. See if it sounds like it's, just wood on dirt or wood on nothing.
Solid. But there is you can tell that there's like a hollow space beneath it. Like but there's not, it's not like a piece of like solid wood. It's just a very thick piece of wood that you're hitting. There's definitely a hollow space beneath it, though.
Well, there's something there.
You want me to dig it out?
If you want, see if I find another shovel in here somewhere. Go get some, so we don't have to just like dig.
Yeah.
Of course, I have my garden trowel that I have at all times.
Well, to really embrace the spirit of our host, I think you got to dig with your handsies.
Nope.
He's no Federo.
We're gonna farm, and
that's why we have tools.
You don't dig in the stable with your hands.
Well, that's also true. You sound like my boss when I do something, and he's like, "We have tools for that." Like I was bending rebar the other day, and I just take the rebar piece and I put it around a tree and I bent it. And he's like, "There's a vise. Go use it." And I was like, "But there's a tree right here."
Yeah, there's one of the few things that old Uncle Jethro told me was, if you're gonna be a manure shoveler, you gotta start trimming your nails and not bite. Can't be biting your nails if you're handling manure.
That's incredibly good advice for everybody.
So,
don't rub your eyes.
So
either.
you guys start. You get some shovels and you start digging. The shovel is a little small for wrong, but he makes do.
Well, they didn't have a tractor plow sitting around like a scoop they took off the front of a bobcat.
So you're working on that. That's going to take a little bit longer. So I'm going to cut back to the others to see if they do something in the meantime. When you reconvene, obviously Lamia didn't see anything in her room, but
yeah, Lamia will go to their room and like, I don't see anything. No trapdoor. It just seems like a normal room. Did you find anything in your room?
We found this weird eye thingy that probably is like an alarm or something, like a sensor. There's stuff in our room that like people are in our room. It looks reasonably fresh, so.
Oh. Well, I wasn't looking for that kind of thing. Do you want to go look in my room?
I suppose we could. Oh, let's go take a look.
So, I'm gonna have. We're gonna do it this way. So, Salami, you're going back in to look with them, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna aid you. It's still just gonna be +2 unless they roll super good. So, Eli, go ahead and give a perception roll. If it's really, really high, you'll give her an additional +3 instead of just a +2. But we'll see.
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
You fail to 8.
Yep.
That's okay. Alright, we'll see if Rahala is successful in aiding you. So that is a +5. Which I believe you were rolling for her. Cool. Alright, so she gives you a +2.
Sweet. Alright. Dude, +2.
There it is.
Hey. Hey.
So, yeah. Eli comes in to try to help you look. He's, I don't know, he's still a little shook by being under that nasty bed that he was under. He keeps, like, checking the back of his suit and prestidigitationing himself off several times, just in case.
That sounds like an Eli thing.
Kind of forgets what he was looking at and like skips some spots. But you and Rahala seem to be doing okay together. She's kind of telling you like what sort of things you're looking for. Eli's pitching in occasionally, but he's like searching a different part of the room. You do actually find a similar mark, like an eye. Looks like it's in the corner of the room. It was actually behind what appeared. What looked like a little wooden chest that you were able to keep your stuff in. You just didn't notice it the first time. It kind of blended in too well. Like dark inks and stuff just looking part of the wood grain at first, but then you look at it at a better angle. There's one there. Same one.
Oh.
Same kind.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It didn't, disappear and come back.
Oh,
that would have
yeah.
also been interesting. But yeah.
Looks like there's an eye thing here too.
Mm-hmm. So they're definitely spying. Well, spying might not be the right word. They're keeping tabs on us. How about that?
Are they still keeping tabs on us?
It's a focal point. It doesn't have any magic like resonating from it right now, which means nothing to me in the sense that well,
you know it is currently not magical. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. They're not using it. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Is they're not using it this second. That doesn't mean they're not checking up on us at other points. It could have been active all the way up until we a little bit before we found them. You know, so I don't know when the last time they were active was.
Do you think there's one also in the room?
There could be. There could be one in every room. I don't know.
Okay, well, so Sam finds a trapdoor in the murder room.
Mm-hmm.
We know that there were, I guess, these eyes in our rooms. Maybe we don't know if there's an eye in that room.
No.
I'll be honest, I don't know what it entirely means, but sorry, Ellie says she wins golf ball's head if she wins the poll.
He's still alive. He's staying alive, okay?
You see that? No, I'm kidding.
And we were put in these rooms specifically.
Yes, we were.
Who leaded it? I mean, gave us these rooms? Do you remember?
I mean, yeah, Clint probably knew which rooms we were going to be put in. I'm going to imagine that he didn't just let somebody else pick where we were staying in his house. So it probably goes up the ladder to him. But I mean, I think Nomal is the one who showed us our rooms, but I don't really remember. Again, this is all like, I'm going to making grand assumptions here, and I know how dangerous those can be. That I find it hard to believe that somebody told Clint which room that we were being put in. He invited us, right? He probably had planned, or at least had this room set up for us to stay in. I can imagine, anyways, and had that room set up for them to stay in, and so forth. But I mean, we could ask, right?
Yeah, it's possible.
Because
as a brief counterpoint, you guys would know. He also may not have been a thing he made a decision about. He does have help for that, so.
That's what I'm saying. I'm making wild assumptions, so we might as well ask.
You guys know that, obviously, Nomolo was the one who initially showed you guys to your rooms, but I think it is actually Lamia. You would know the person that kind of prepared your rooms or had them prepared was Rugeki.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that's all we'll find tonight. In our rooms, at least. Eli, you said you wanted to look through the room that only you're allowed to go through?
Yeah, I was going to check his study, but I'm not going to go there tonight. I'll go there tomorrow in the daytime.
Okay. Sam's been out for quite a while, hasn't he?
Maybe he found something.
Should we go meet with him then?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm not a micromanaging kind of person. I'm going to let him do his own thing. If he needs to still come get us, I'm going to keep looking for other stuff. And I mean, you can go check on him, but I'm going to keep looking for stuff.
So what else are you looking for then, Eli? And then you'll let me know if you decide to go check or what else you want to do after that.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to go check other rooms that... I say other rooms. I'm going to go check other common areas, or I'm going to check some common areas, like in the Grand Hall or in like the dining area or wherever, just to see, just in case if there's like, excuse me, any hints of trapdoors or anything like that in any of those. And I'm going to do kind of a casual check, so I'm not going to like get on the floor and look at things. But knowing what I'm looking for, I'm going to like run my fingers along the walls and stuff like that, right? See if there's any like wall panels or anything I feel like I could find.
Okay. So you're going to go do that. It's going to take a little while. It's a lot of space to cover.
Oh, yeah.
Lamia?
Probably after like 10 more minutes, I'll just go out to the barn because I'm worried.
Okay. So you sit in the room for 10 minutes or?
No, I will go to my favorite room in the house.
You just sit in there, or I'm just checking because.
I will go ahead and look around to see if there's an eye, like in my room and Eli's room. In my favorite room.
Yeah. Okay.
Just so I know.
Is the sitting room.
Yep.
And Eli is out here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're going to spend about 10 minutes checking the sitting room. Give me a perception, Lamia. Okay. As you look around the sitting room, you do move some things. You're a little wary of moving too much. There's not a lot in there, but you don't like knock anything over or accidentally run into the glass, anything crazy like that. There is still that small... Yeah, surprisingly, no one's rolled a 1 yet. We've done a lot of rolls tonight, too. Gotten close. No ones.
Is very shocking.
Natural or unnatural.
Mm-hmm.
So the
just that expression you had.
So you search the room. You find, there's still that little dresser thing in there that you remember being locked before.
Yep.
Kind of below that bookcase. You kind of pull the bookcase a little bit away from the wall. It's quite heavy. Just to see how well you can sort of control that movement, I will need a strength check from you.
All right.
Here comes the snail, Ellie.
Yep, here comes the snail.
Or the opposite.
It's the opposite of a snail.
Which we still don't know what that actually would be. So, a sconce is not the opposite of a snail.
No, she's asking if there are any sconces.
I interpreted the way I interpreted.
She's just laughing.
So
I moved it good.
Yikes. You do a very good job. You're able to just kind of sort of push your knuckles against the wall and just try to use the leverage of closing your fists over and over until there's just a little bit of space. Use your cap of light to kind of examine the little bit of space you made. And yeah, you see an eye back there. Same dark inks. It seems like a little bit less effort was made in hiding it. It doesn't blend into the wall as much. But you definitely see it once you move that. And of course you can push the bookshelf back pretty easily. So you spend about 10 minutes or so looking around there and you found that. Well, you can hear Eli out there doing a once over about the place. Sam, I still come back to you, Sam. Eli, as you're searching, give me a perception, please.
Right up. I thought I was going to be that one for a second.
It was real close. 10. So you're looking around, feeling the edge of the walls, so that you're really trying to see if you can find something that might show you a hint of an obscured passage, something hidden from view, well blending in, maybe just really kind of depending on the tactile senses, because it's hard to spot with the eye. I mean, you're in a sense, you're an expert at things being easily hidden from the eye, right?
Right, yep.
And how they can be tricked. So you're trying to go off looking with the tactile senses, you hear sort of the scraping of the gloves, the material across the wood, that kind of thing. It's very difficult because the house, even though it's quiet, when you're listening that carefully, all the other tiny noises become very amplified to you. The few that help walking by, them talking, even though they're in quieter voices, their shoes on the hardwood or on the rugs, the clanking of dishes being cleaned, all sorts of things just kind of distracting you a little bit from the very small nuances. And it's taking you a long time, but you're not in really any rush. You're still searching the Grand Hall when you will look up and find Rugeki is just kind of watching you. And once you seem to clearly notice that she's watching you, she'll speak. Say, is there something you're looking for?
No, just kind of strolling about. It's been a night. There was a lot of commotion outside at one point. I think everybody's too wired to sleep at the moment, myself included.
Yes. That does make sense. You are a bit being under suspicion, I imagine, is very stressful.
It certainly is.
Walk over to you and kind of look at the edges of the walls where you had been tracing your fingers and such. What do you think you will find in the walls?
Nothing. It's just a thing I kind of do absentmindedly. Haven't you ever walked by a fence and just rattled every single fence post isn't a word. Picket. There we go. That's what I wanted. As you walk by, or tapped on every top of a wrought iron gate?
He looks a little confused. No, can't say I have.
Well, she doesn't have ADHD then. Because I do, and I do that all the time. Anyways, but there's something relaxing about getting to your tactile senses and being in contact with the world around you on a more grounded level.
And here I was ready to be insulted that you were checking for dust.
No, you should see my office. It's like half dust.
I am a bit surprised. Your clothing speaks of more cleanliness, tidiness.
Yeah, well, it's tough to keep a place tidy when you're not there very often. So I feel like I leave, go do a job, and come back, and the office is full of dust, and it's time to dust, of course. But once it's there, it's just there.
Well, don't let me interrupt your ritual. We can walk and talk.
Oh, excellent.
She sort of steps aside and lets you continue to feel up the walls.
Yeah.
These sexy, expensive walls.
They are expensive and nice walls. It is a big house.
So she just walks next to you and says, "It is a terrible position you and your party are in. I'm surprised you all seem so calm. I'm a bit rattled, difficult to sleep, but you weather it well. Have you become accustomed to this kind of suspicion?"
Not exactly this kind of suspicion, but I'm used to people being suspicious of me in general.
I suppose I can understand that. With your Mr. Alduin and all.
Right. Comes with the territory.
It would. May I ask you something, Mr. Wasif?
Fire away.
She kind of looks around for a moment. Did you actually have anything to do with this?
None whatsoever.
Give me a will save.
All right.
Oh, snap.
Well, there it is.
There's the one.
Okay. All you can think about is the neat snails you found along the way.
Maybe the murder was a snail, but we found it on. Oh, that's to clarify. It was who rolls the most ones.
That's so far is the most.
One being the most.
We still have 7 minutes.
While
7 minutes.
While you are thinking about all the neat snails you found, Jesus Christ, hold on. Where is it? Okay. While you're thinking of all the neat snails you found, you think there's like a little table there. It's got like a plant on it, like a wooden table, and you think you see a snail carved into the table, like a really detailed snail. Then it moves. It's a fucking snail that's got like wood grain camouflage. It's like a dark brown snail. It looks like a wooden snail, but it moves. It's a real snail. So yeah, wood grain snail.
Wood grain snail.
Otherwise, as far as you know, nothing happens. But you say that, and Ryeki nods and says, "I believe you." Now, a follow-up question. Why did you feel the need to sneak into the crime scene?
I have a follow question to your follow question, which is, why would you think that I did do that?
I have my ways.
Is it the scry eyes that we found around the house?
There's a small, like a sly smile that seems to disappear a little, and now she looks concerned. Just eyes.
Right, there's like divination magic, like something kind of like a alarm, but not that. They're in every room we've been in so far.
Would you show me?
Sure. I take her back to, if her hall is in our room, I'll pop her into Sam and Lami's room since I know it's empty really quick and show the one we found in there.
Yep. Let's go in there. She actually walks over to it. She kind of reach up and pulls her hand away a little. I see. You found these, did you?
Yep.
They are void of magic right now. I didn't make these. Turns to you. And neither did you?
No, they're in both our rooms.
You say so, no at the same time.
Yeah. I said they're in both our rooms. I don't know if they're in other rooms yet, but they're in both of ours.
I see. I need to clean them a bit more thoroughly, then. We've walked together for long enough. I think you have a ritual to complete. I'll make sure these are gone by the time you go to sleep.
Well, much appreciated.
She does a very shallow bow. We're going to cut over to Sam. Sam.
Yes.
So you and Verbrong dig.
Doug.
You dig for a little while. As you clear more and more of the dirt off, it becomes very clear. I said clear too many times. It becomes very obvious to you what you're uncovering. Where you jab down, you hit the wood. But it is surrounded by what is clearly a weathered stone frame. It's another trapdoor. Very old. A large brass handle. Seems a bit corroded, actually. Weathered, very old. You see a lock on it. Like a chain with an actual lock on it. And all the way down the sides of the stone, as you uncover this, just a few inches below the flooring of this barn, you see etched these very faintly glowing symbols that you don't quite recognize. Not all of them glow, and in fact some of the ones that are glowing seem to be flickering slightly.
Once I see that, I kind of hand stop for Brown. So, ooh, this
looks weird.
Yeah. Well, we definitely found something.
Give me a perception check real quick.
Yeah. I said it earlier.
Oh, man.
There you go, buddy.
You kind of lean back like you're thinking, like, have I seen this kind of thing before? And you see the upside down on one of like the rafters of the barn is yet another snail. This snail looks like it looks kind of like you ever have those like little like those rubber balls that were like full of fucking glitter and they're real like gaudy and shimmery looking.
Oh yeah, buddy.
That's what the body of that snail looks like.
Yeah.
And the shell is just a very dark kind of like a deep forest green color. It is very slightly translucent, the shell. Fuck you, I know what time it is.
Ugh. Yeah.
And as you're looking up, and regarding this snail, you hear a loud thump. And there's even like you can kind of feel an impact through the air. You look back down, and you see the chain that has the lock on it is slightly warped. Like one of the links is actually twisted and stretched from a sharp impact. As you look down, you see Verbrong's head snap down as well, like at the same time. Like you both saw that fucking snail, and then heard the noise and looked down. And you can see kind of you almost see him bristle. Like, his muscles kind of swell a little bit. Like, he's on edge. What was that?
Nothing good. And I start shoveling dirt back on it.
You see, like, as soon as you shovel dirt, like, you start shoveling dirt, the couple of heaps of it land, there's another boom, and the dirt flies off of it. And you see all the symbols turn from kind of a glowing white color. They flash red. Several of them go out. There's only a few left on it. Verbrong puts his foot on top of it, holding it down, and he's like also shoveling dirt on top of it at the same time. Mm-hmm. You gotta figure out a check for this. I think we're gonna go with a dexterity check.
Okay. Oh boy.
See if you can get this thing covered up again before whatever's inside makes its way out.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight to add onto it.
It is. It's the only reason you're getting a check.
Yeah. You said dexterity?
Yes.
Any bonuses or negatives?
Nope. Flat.
Okay. The dexterity check, correct? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, the modifier ones are never that great. I only had very good because I rolled a natural 20.
But so 5. You're trying to shovel this dirt back on there. You lose a couple of shovelfuls on it. You're trying to be kind of frantic. But you've already been doing this for a while. There's some lactic acid buildup in the shoulders and the arms and stuff. Not quite as sharp at it. The adrenaline's hitting, and Verbrong helping. He's mostly trying to keep his weight on it. You get quite a bit of dirt on there, but still too slow. Verbrong tries to kind of push another pile on there, and as he's a little bit off balance, boom! You see the chain explode off of the trapdoor. Sends Verbrong staggering back a couple of steps. You see the actual wood of the door flip through the air, hit one of the rafters, and crash back down. And there's just this open, dark... It did not hit the snail. Okay. There's just this open, dark opening in the ground. And you hear this audible, deep from inside. And 3 words of a language you've never heard, in a voice as deep as Verbrong's. He peers over. My kin. My kin is in here.
What?
And he goes to take a step back, and you hear a rush of air, and an arm with a thick knotted muscles all the way across it, hand even larger than Verbrong's, ashen gray, lurches up, grabs him by the throat. And we're going to roll initiative in our next session.
That's 2 weeks from now!
That is 2 weeks from now. But that is what it is. You found something.
Oh, it's the worst cliffhanger. Ellie is also no.
What is it? Not Verbrong.
Well, go ahead and throw your stars and wishes in our Discord, in our cool stars and wishes area before we do our stars and wishes. Also,
we'll play boss music.
Yeah, boss music. Reminder again, this Thursday, we are doing an appreciation stream for everybody getting us to affiliate. We want to say thank you. It is going to be the GOAT. It is going to be a lot of fun. It is a 1-shot that might be a 2-shot because...
It's us.
It's us. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Next week is going to be break week, so we are going to
All right, Ellie, I will do one more roll tonight.
Yeah, roll 1, Molly, right now.
Just to see what it is. Just give us a straight check. Why not?
Oh, a what check?
I don't care.
So what we need to do, Molly, this is what I just figured this out. What we need to do is we need to do one of these every time, and Ellie just needs to pick you every time, and then you won't roll once.
Right?
Right. Ellie's becoming a good luck charm.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ellie. I didn't roll a 1.
We should put a tie on there because there's not an option for a tie and I have to choose one of us.
That's true. You should also put me on there because I have to roll too.
Yeah, he does. But
go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say, make sure check out stuff on the socials for upcoming other things and like reminders if we do Monday streams or if we do streams other days in the week that are bonuses or extras. We're gonna put it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and just let you guys know. And then all of the stream replays are gonna go up on YouTube. So check that out if you want to rewatch any content. Like we have a break next week, and if you want to get caught up and try and remember what happened this week in 2 weeks. It would be helpful if you could watch the replay on YouTube to give yourself a refresher so you remember the cliffhanger.
That's legitimately what I do every single Tuesday.
I also do that.
So it's a good idea.
Yep. So the next time you see us, is, if you're cool, will be Thursday. For a goat without equal.
Yep.
It's going to be dope. I'm so hyped.
For some crazy things.
There's going to be some children.
It's going to be fun.
They're going to like do adventure things. There's going to be some fae. There's going to be a goat. There's going to be grills, chills, and spills. There's going to be an exit screen.
Oh yeah,
right
exit screen.
Up in your face right now. All right.
Other things.
Been of a lifetime. One night only. Will never happen again. Look at this face.
Yeah. This is The Rock. Anyway, it's gonna be dope as shit.
Good night.
I'm so hyped to be able to do this for y'all. Everybody have a great night. We're gonna figure out who we're gonna raid. So if you're sticking around, let's find somebody to show the love to. But if you're not, thanks for showing up and have a great night.
Shout out to all the subscribers.
Yes, there's so many tonight.
If you're a subscriber, you're a real one, and you get to not have ads, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we got 88 adventures. We got Blue. 88 adventures has only 22 people.
Yeah, that was gonna be my suggestion. Gosh, I can't talk.
Yeah, but luckily we're almost done talking. Have a great night, everybody. Bye. Oh my god, I forgot. The raid has to count down. It takes like 10 seconds.
Fill time.
The filler.
I mean,
if you haven't watched
this part.
If you're wondering where the reveal for the goat without equal
it's on YouTube.
Jump in that. But you gotta go.
Yeah, to the Discord.
To the Discord because it's unlisted. That's the only way to get to. All right, bye. Join the Discord. Bye.